Sheikh Moza pioneering coups and conspiracies inside Qatar from the first days. The entry of al-Moza bint Nasser bint Abdullah al-Musnad to the ruling palace in the country, it has become a major player in decision-making circles, especially since her marriage to the former emir of Qatar, Hamad bin Khalifa. It was nothing but a political deal. She ended her marriage in exchange for her father, Nasser bin al-Musnad, giving up his opposition to the Qatari regime, which was led at that time by Emir Khalifa bin Hamad al-Thani. But Khalifa bin Hamad did not know that the deal he sought to conclude would deal him a severe blow. After a few years, the man who married his son, Hamad bin Khalifa, to Moza bint Nasser in 1977, he turned against his father during a tourist trip that Khalifa bin Hamad was taking in Switzerland on June 27, 1995. And with careful planning from Sheikh al-Qasr al-Moza, Hamad bin Khalifa was able to snatch the throne from all his rivals, especially Prince Mashal, who was prepared by his father to be his next successor to rule the country. But al-Moza incited Prince Hamad bin Khalifa to stage a coup and contributed to the success of the coup plot. On the morning of June 27, 1995, the television broadcast was cut off in Qatar, and pictures were broadcast of the sheikhs of Qatar giving allegiance to Emir Hamad bin Khalifa, ruler of the country. The truth about this allegiance was later revealed, where it was not known to the sheikhs of Qatar. Rather, they were surprised by an invitation from Prince Hamad during their reception. These sheikhs were photographed and they exchanged handshakes with him, so that this scene would later be promoted on Qatari television as a pledge of allegiance from these sheikhs to Hamad bin Khalifa. Years later, the same scene is repeated in 2013. On 25 June of this year, Sheikh Moza helped her son, Tamim bin Hamad, turn against his father, so that his mother became the ruling prince after she was the ruler's wife. Although she was initially paying wide attention to her first son, Jassim bin Hamad, who was appointed crown prince in October 1996, but she preferred that it be Prince Tamim and not Jassim. June 25, 2013. Everyone was surprised by a television broadcast in which Prince Hamad bin Khalifa announcing his abdication of power to his son Tamim bin Hamad in a scene that many described as abnormal, and that he carries many scenes that she is still confined to the lists until the present time. Especially since it was not taken into account that Prince Tamim would reach power in this ugly and despicable way, and between the coup of the father and the son, Moza still controls the affairs and the terrorist policy of Qatar, especially since her son Jassim bin Hamad took over as crown prince. The United States of America, with the aim of strengthening the position of its son in power, especially his brother Jassim from his father and his uncle Abdullah bin al-Khalifa. And in light of all these schemes that al-Moza was able to draw and achieve in the coup of the father Hamad against his father and the son Tamim against his father Hamad, Sheikh al-Moza was awarded the title of creator of coups, intrigues and conspiracies, and supporter of terrorism, especially her accession to the ruling palace. At first, he thought that he would end the opposition in the country, and that Hamad would only be charged with wedding and accommodation expenses. However, this scandal caused the destruction of the country and ignited strife among the sons. And despite the role of Sheikh al-Moza in defining the policy of the country, she remained hidden behind the scenes in the first years of her marriage to Hamad bin al-Khalifa. But the recent years revealed the size of the role played by the mother of the current emir in drawing state policies at the internal and external levels, especially her foreign visits that were frequently repeated to France and the United States of America at the beginning of March of this year. Sheikh al-Moza went to France in order to meet with President Macron and asked for his mediation in resolving the boycott crisis that the country is exposed to, especially this boycott. It has negatively affected the economic aspects of the country, which carries with it high levels of danger to the throne. Her son, Tamim ibn Hamad, and since this visit, the spotlight has been shed on the political role of Sheikh al-Moza. The emir's mother continues her political interference in the administration of governance in Qatar, especially with the decision to boycott the four countries, Saudi Arabia, the Emirates, Bahrain and Egypt. Al-Moza has been searching for mediators who can solve the crisis and rid her son of a difficult predicament. The four countries maintain their diplomatic relations with Qatar. And with the large number of interventions carried out by Moza in Qatari politics, both internally and externally. At the beginning of last month, Dr. Saad bin Nasser Al Thani, a member of the ruling family in Qatar, called on Emir bin Hamad to remove his mother from her interference in Qatari politics.